Hi, I'm Maggie Green. I'm a junior defender for Saints Women Lacrosse, and this is the 4th episode of More Than the Score. Well, I chose to take the year off because I didn't want it to taint my image of St. Lawrence. I love it here so much, and I just thought COVID would be so crazy, and I really wanted to give my all to what I was doing right now at that time, which was working full-time in Montana, and I thought taking the year off was good for that. As far as like lacrosse related, I honestly just was unsure about having a season, and with field hockey too, we definitely weren't going to have a season, so in my mind I thought that it was a good idea, and then I'd have for sure 2 more years of playing the sports that I love. The hard part about that is that they ended up having like a shortened season, and I think that was hard on me because I obviously missed it and did feel a little bit like I was letting down the team.
As a captain on the team, what do you think are some of Maggie's biggest strengths that she brings to the women's lacrosse team here?
I would say it's really hard to pinpoint 1 or 2 things. Maggie's just the teammate that everybody wants to have. I would say for me, on the field and off the field, it's her heart, grit, and just supportive nature. She's somebody that cares so much about all of her teammates, but the sport as well. And she just makes sure that everyone else is doing okay before herself, which is admirable. And I've never seen that girl do anything less than 110%. So I just love having her on the team. I'm so grateful to have gotten to know her over the past few years, and she's just an amazing person.
So I play defense, usually on the right elbow, if lacrosse people know what that means. I think I've had like a fairly successful season going in. I didn't really know my position on the team, so definitely a lot of pressure to work hard and prove myself. Prove myself to like the coach, my teammates after taking a year off, but also just myself that I could still play lacrosse, I could still do this, I could still be competitive, and I've had a pretty good season so far, I think, statistics wise, and just like normally got a lot of help from Kate Wilson down low and my other fellow defenders around the 8. Yeah, less yellow cards this season. Came out of sophomore and freshman season with 6, and now I have 1, so I'd consider that like a huge improvement. Yeah.
What are Maggie's biggest strengths on the field?
So I play defense with Maggie, and I think that some of her biggest strengths are just her hard work and communication. I really trust Maggie on the field because I know she's always going to hustle 100% to every ball, and she's always there for slides, and just an all-around incredible teammate on the field.
Come on, Dana! I think that obviously taking a year off was like a massive decision, and I knew I was going to feel left out and sad and missing my life at SLU. I think just as far as like the positive and negative factors of doing it, I think the positives for me outweighed the negatives for sure, and that's how I had to keep telling myself every time I miss it here, every time I miss lacrosse, I just had to be like, I have to be I'm definitely a person that has to be all in on what I'm doing, and I just had to give everything I was doing to this experience in Montana. I just had to be all in, or else I would definitely be missing here too much. And I think another positive factor is definitely it didn't really taint my image of St. Lawrence, because I kind of left when it was normal pre-COVID, and then I came back when it was marginally normal besides wearing masks in class. So I think that was a huge positive factor for me. I wanted to come back to the place I knew I loved for sure, COVID aside. So I think as far as having a brand new coach, obviously everyone has a fresh start, which was a little nice because I obviously didn't play last season, but then there was obviously the pressure of like reintegrating with the team and reintegrating with the coach. And I know everyone felt the pressure of obviously impressing a new coach. So I think that was like, that's obviously really hard. And then I felt like I kind of abandoned the team, and I was nervous how it would be like them all welcoming me back. And then I guess with the new coach, you kind of had a whole clean slate, which was good. So it felt like I wasn't just the one starting over, everyone was starting over.
What are 3 words you'd use to describe Maggie?
I think Maggie is super supportive. She's always super energetic and always so positive. She always brings so much positivity to the team every single day.
If you want a song in the fucking Spotify playlist, let's just get released.
It's like smiling around, it's just like Cass and Maggie. As I kind of said before, I was like really nervous reintegrating with this team. Even the freshmen and sophomores, obviously I hadn't met any of them. And then as far as the juniors, I only played 2 games with them and preseason. And playing field hockey as well, I didn't even have really fall ball to connect with any of them, so it was honestly super nerve-wracking. I felt like I really had to impress and like show up, obviously. I think consider myself pretty friendly, and the team is awesome, so worked out that everyone was very welcoming. But honestly, I walked into a whole new team and in a whole new grade, so obviously a little overwhelming as well.
What's been your favorite part so far of getting to be back with everyone? Bus rides, favorite game, locker room?
Ooh, favorite game was for sure Ithaca. It was sick. It was so fun playing with everyone. Again, I thought everyone was at 100%. And then it just kind of showed us how capable we are. Obviously, I was saying how I came back to a brand new team, but I obviously didn't. Came back to a brand new record, it seems like, brand new program. Out of all 6 seasons I've played here at St. Lawrence, this is the best record I've ever had. So that's obviously super exciting. And this is going to be my first trip to the Liberty League tournament on the lacrosse team, which is also very cool. So I'm obviously like so proud of everyone and so happy to be a part of this team, and just making us just being like successful obviously makes it all the more better.
How has Maggie kind of helped you adjust not only to St. Lawrence but to the lacrosse team here?
Maggie has honestly one of the most bubbly personalities on this team, and I think coming in as a freshman, there's obviously a lot of nerves with a new team, new people, but Maggie honestly has made the transition so smooth for not only me but a bunch of the other freshmen. Honestly, she brings both such intensity and such goofiness to practice every day, and that honestly makes a difference, and it's just perfect for our team.
What is a leadership quality in Maggie that you look up to?
So I've been playing sports with Maggie since high school, so we both went to the same high school, and now I've kind of followed her to college, which has been such a great experience. But I think that Maggie's extremely adaptable. I think she's also resilient. I think she has been a great leader thus far. I had her as a lacrosse and field hockey captain, and now I get to play with her at St. Lawrence, so that's pretty exciting. But she overall is just a phenomenal athlete, and I love to watch her play and play with her. So, yeah.
I think as far as things have changed, obviously the coaching staff has changed. I know Coach Ryan, who also assists the men, has been like super instrumental. He coached all fall ball. Obviously I wasn't there. Coach Martin and Kelsey and Allison have obviously been all great. I think that's a huge factor. I also think it's honestly the spirit of our seniors. They were kind of like the first big class, kind of like restarting the program. Obviously I came in with them, and there was I think 13 of us originally. Now there's 9, well, not including me, now there's 8. But so just like a big class that really wanted to change and make a difference, and their like spirit and the leadership is just awesome, and I think that definitely has really helped us this season in being a successful team.
Look at her! She's freaking spinning around! I know.